much more comfortable in a chair.
Don't worry about it. Just be yourself.
Be yourself.
You put more sugar in yours than you put in mine.
I do not.
I can taste it.
No, you can't. Casey, I put the same amount. Are you talking about when I make the big ones for you?
Yeah.
Because you don't need 6 spoonfuls of sugar in the morning.
Well, then
Newsflash.
start making me a half portion and make it taste like this. Because this is way better.
Well, then quit insisting on having your favorite cuppy when you go to work in the morning.
Won't you send me a list? Email me a list.
Won't you email me a list? You're the one talking about how I make your dang coffee. Oh, I make his coffee wrong. Wow. I'm gonna have to vlog a day in my life so people can see what my morning looks like. And you're
Between ironing my pants and making my coffee, please insert more sugar.
Yeah, listen to yourself a little bit. It's good.
Can you tell that I'm not wearing pants?
What's up, dirty plant hoes? And if you're older than me, so if you're 35 plus, you dirty plant enthusiast, you. So if you hear my intro and you hear me say that, I'm saying that I'm talking to girls my age or younger because you guys know who you are. Welcome to Heart-Shaped Leaves. My name is Rachel and this is my husband, Casey.
Good day, mate.
Today we are going to be going back in time.
Roads? Well, we're going, we don't need roads.
And we're going to be giving some updates on NSE Tropicals plants in particular. So today's going to be like a general review and we're going to be looking at how well they've done in our bedroom, in our house situation, and we're going to show you that if you order plants from NSE Tropicals, the potential that those plants have for your home. So a while ago, Enid from NSE Tropicals made a post on Instagram and she talked about how she wonders how well the plants that she sells do in other people's homes. That gave me a bright idea to show you some updates from the plants that we've ordered from NSE Tropicals. So the first plant that we ordered from NSE Tropicals was the Pseudovericosum crote, and at the time when we first opened it, it was absolutely gorgeous. I fell in love with it immediately, obviously, but it was very, very small. So
I warmed up to it.
right now I'm going to be showing you guys some footage of what the Pseudovericosum crote looked like when we ordered it from NSE Tropicals, and I'm going to go get for you what it looks like now.
I pseudo liked it when we first found it, and workman's comp.
Please stop. Okay, I'm gonna turn it around where it's like facing the camera.
There you go.
Okay, so this is my Pseudovericosum crote today, and it's pretty big. I know usually when I show you guys these plants, I show them to you in like a tour type setting where you can't really see me like holding or handling the plants. So I thought today would be a good day to show you guys what they look like. So in its entirety, its newest leaf is coming in right here. Maybe I'll do like some close-up footage of each plant.
This is the newest full leaf that's hardened up, right?
Right, this last one right here. Oh my god, I just feel like it's gonna fall over.
Yeah, it needs to be repotted and sprung up.
So I'm trying to wait until spring before we do that, but I don't know if this one's gonna make it that long because it's a fall risk.
Yeah.
It needs the...
It's getting top heavy and it's a little bitty pot. Itty bitty living space.
Okay, so up next on our NSE Tropicals orders is this Melena Crysanthemum. And when we first got it, I think it was just these leaves right here maybe. And since then it has gotten really big. I don't know, can you see the top?
It's out of frame.
This Melena Crysanthemum is one of my favorites in my collection. It gives me a hard time though. This is probably the one that's out of everything that I've ordered from Enid at NSE Tropicals. My Melena Crysanthemum for some reason is the only one that I have problems with emerging leaves, sometimes getting bound up. They'll snap their own stems kind of sort of, but when we first got this plant it was really small, and it's really cool to be able to show you guys now how much it's grown since then. I was just going to kind of put it like this.
I'll show them the snapped leaf, or stem, what it does.
I was gonna like put it across my body like that because you can see the tip of it. So the next plant that I had ordered from NSE Tropicals is my Philodendron Esmeraldens. I don't know if you guys remember, but me and Casey went back and forth a bit because I actually got 2 of these Esmeraldens, and I still have 2. I just wanted to tell you guys that.
You liar!
How's Artie there?
You liar!
But anyways, this is yet another plant that you guys never really get to see like the perspective of like me handling this plant. So, and I'm also going to try not to break anything while I have it out. But this is the size now, like next to me. So this is the size of it now next to me. I am super, super proud of this plant. It by far has the largest leaves, I think, of any of the philodendrons in my collection. And I'm gonna spin it around here. And if you can see right here on this side, we have a new leaf coming out, and it seems like every time I get a new leaf, it gets a little bit longer than the leaf before.
Yep. And these have a real, you can't see it as much once they harden, but they're very rich purple when they first come out like this. I don't know if that's showing up, but real purple.
Here. Yeah,
and
real
it lightens
purple
a little bit when they harden, but they're very pretty when they come out.
So also, if you go too long without watering your Esmeraldens when they're pushing out a leaf, you'll get some spotting. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera there, but that's what happened there. It got a little too thirsty when it was putting out a leaf. But other than that, I'm most proud of the growth of this plant out of all the ones I think that I've gotten from NSE Tropicals. Our next order that we made from NSE Tropicals is this Philodendron El Chavo Red. I've seen specimens from other websites, and I've also seen other people unbox them, and the quality is incomparable from NSE Tropicals to other companies. I've seen people unbox them from other places, and they're still nice and everything. I'm not saying that, but the size of her plants that she sends out, it's crazy. So when we first got it, I think there was, and of course you'll be seeing us unboxing it on the other side of the screen, but it had this leaf right here, and it had that leaf right there. And since then, it has put out these 2 big boys right here in the middle. And it's pushing out a new leaf in the center. I don't know
the new leaves always have a real bright red like that until they come out of the whatever that is.
So the color on this plant could be a little bit better for the new leaves that are coming in, and that's just, once again, I don't know why I can't learn with like the first 3 that bleach.
It took a while to realize that things were growing up too close underneath our lights, and as they started getting closer, it kind of bleached the coloring a little bit. So we have rearranged some stuff.
So it's a strange fence that I ride between the light that really makes them grow quickly, and I think I get a lot more growth than some people, but I'm losing some richness in the process. So I've also moved this El Chavo Red, and I think you guys thought on my last video that we filmed here in the bedroom, which it seemed like you guys really liked it in here, so that's why we're filming in here again.
I like it in here.
On the floor, because we don't have a good setup in here yet, but we're going to get something because we're way too old to be sitting on the floor. But you guys thought that this was a varicosum. I think when you saw us filming, it was right behind us up here.
I think it's the red behind the leaf, kind of look like a varicose a little bit.
It's actually the El Chavo Red. So highly recommend, if you can get the money, if you can find the investment, this is a great investment to make. The El Chavo Red is a showstopper. Whenever someone asks me what my favorite is, I really have to think about this one and my variegated monstera. So it's looking great, it's growing good, it's loving our bedroom. Our humidity levels I'm going to address at the end of the video, so stay tuned till the end and we'll give you some basic specs on what our room is like. So this last plant that we ordered is the Philodendron Gloriosa round form, and I had kept it in its little plastic container that she sent it to me for just teeny tiny bit too long, and the new leaf was pushing up against the plastic bit, and it totally trap the new leaf that was trying to unfurl, so it ripped it all to shreds. So this is what this is what the new leaf looks like right here. But that's all my bad. That's all my bad. And I immediately repotted it when I saw that happening, and since then it's already about to bust out right here, a completely new leaf. So also doing really well. Probably not the most stunning one out of my collection, but we're working on it. And it's also the freshest one in our collection. That is the last one on our list for our updates for NSE Tropicals. A little bit of information about our bedroom. I think that our general ambient humidity in our bedroom is 50%.
Yes, it will go a little higher if we do a really good job of staying on, or if I do a good job of staying on top of the humidity. Humidifier refills. Low end is 47, if we forget, to 60, 55.
Yeah, so if you're wanting to keep things in your room and maybe you haven't ventured into getting tropical type of houseplants yet, you can definitely, if you can keep your humidity around 50, I think you're gonna be okay.
Yeah. The times we've had a couple, you had a couple that you thought some of the Melena Crysanthemum issue might have been, it was further away from the humidifier, and we were out of town for a couple days, so they ran out and the humidity dropped as it was unfurling a new leaf, and we think that it was just dry enough to cause it to crack and to stick and all that.
Right, so that's just a way that you can listen to your plants. So if you're having issues and your leaves are kind of getting caught up and trapped when they're coming out, that's probably because they don't have enough
wet juice.
That's because they don't have enough lubricant to get out of their shell. You have to pump the humidity to where they can loosely come out of their sheath, you know. So if you're experiencing problems, just listen to your plants. If your leaves are starting to look jacked, then make sure that it gets the prime time spot next to your humidifier. And my plants suffer, I think, because I do space them out so far to prevent like widespread pest issues. So the odd man out guy on the end of the dresser or whatever is the one really quite far away from the humidifier. So until we, you know, win the lottery and we can have like 12 humidifiers in here, which humidifier party, right?
It would be cool to have a way to connect all the humidifiers together in like a big reservoir where you fill it up one time and it can pump water into them when they fall below a level, but I hadn't quite figured out how to do that in the house. These are 2-gallon reservoirs, so they hold pretty good.
Another room spec is that we keep our fans on all night long. We don't typically run them during the daytime, but there is like periods of time where everything in this room is jostled about and is moving, and I think that helps to stress a friendly stress to your plants, because that happens outside.
Like a breeze.
I used to be really weirded out about the fans hitting the plants directly, and some people may not approve of that, but for all of my plants it seems to be doing really well. So we have a lot of high ventilation, and when the ventilation's not high, like during the day, the humidity is super high.
I mean, it's inside a house, so the house stays, you know, in the low 70s, just like everybody else's house.
The majority of the plants that you guys saw today are not even over here near any kind of natural light whatsoever. You can see that we have some doors that go over. People ask a lot, do we get any light out of these windows? The answer is no. There is a big overhanging porch out there. The light is next to zero.
The windows here on the side of the house are north facing. There's hardly any light that comes through there. Our whole house is just dark.
Yeah, it's like a dungeon.
Our one plant room, what used to be our dining room, that gets morning sun mostly directly, and that's it. There's no other light coming in through any window. So almost every one of our plants are getting light through our grow lights, so we can kind of control how much light they get, how far away they are. So we have some things that are really close, and then we have some lights that are up really high, like the philodendrons like we just looked at seem to like it with the light way above them.
Way above them. If you're new to the channel, don't worry, because any of the products that we use here, like in my bedroom, we have linked down below. The Air Innovations humidifier that you can, I don't know if you can even see it running in the background. The lights, the shelving, you know, anything that I use here, we'll have it linked in the description. So if you want to support our channel, you can always go down there and hit us up, and maybe we'll get a little. So in conclusion, this was a really fun video to film. I actually really wanted to show you guys what my plants looked like when they were sitting with me instead of just sitting on the dresser. So it was fun to film, and I have a couple of other updates that I want to do with you guys. I think it'd be interesting for you guys to see how all the plants are doing now.
Probably mountain orchids too. You've gotten quite a few begonias from mountain orchids.
Also very true. Thank you guys for coming to our bedroom and checking out some of our tropical houseplants. And you can tell from our collection that it is possible to grow tropical houseplants in your bedroom, in your house, in your indoor environments, and have great success. We will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out. Later, taters. Bye.
Yeah, hey, you can open up to me, show me what's inside. Mother Nature made us to intertwine. Lavender elixir so full of pheromones. Give me one taste and you're gone. What if I can't get you out of my thoughts? What if my seasons don't change? What if you forget to forget me not and we fade away? You're my little flower, blooming in the night, only for an hour. The northern lights, my Casablanca sweetheart, nectar so divine. Baby, you're the best part of my life. What can I do? What can I say to convince you to stay? All I see are tulips and I'm a hummingbird. Heavenly ambrosia in every curve. Honey dripping over my imagination. The fragrance keeps flowing straight down to my soul. What if I can't get you out of my thoughts? What if my seasons don't change? What if you love me, then you love me not, and we fade away? You're my little flower, blooming in the night, only for an hour. The northern lights, my Casablanca sweetheart, nectar so divine. Baby, you're the best part